Hello, everybody, this is Kyrie more Let's Play Dragonball Xenoverse Skinner's Story. We are closing in on the end of this whole entire project. For those keeping score at home, in between the previous episode with Skinner, that would be the Beerus Saga, and this one, the Demigra Saga, I finally grinded out the Dragon Balls and got Bubblegum prepped. So once I'm done recording Skinner, I'm going to find Bubblegum's mentor, and I will record those. Of course, by the time you see this, that's all done. So, let's jump straight into Demigra, shall we? Also going to finish off this 2-liter. Got to go food shopping today, so I'm nice and full.
Did you feel that? An evil power. It can be sensed even here.
And since I'm full, that means no distractions, and I'm in a much better mood.
He finally escaped. Demigra's back from the crack of time.
Plus, a couple other cool things have happened that have put me in a good mood.
Revival of the demon god.
Got a couple new games, been watching some fun stuff. That kind of thing.
This is...
Looks like he's ready to fight, too.
I always confuse the fights in the
Please
Demigra
take
Saga
care of
for fights that happen in the Boost
Help me
Saga.
correct this historic mess.
where are
I
you
hate
going?
this first level, but
I'm going to see
unlike
what I can do about it.
the
Now.
Broly Saga, where I do that opening thing with, where I'm going to skip that opening thing with Bardock, this isn't really bad enough to skip. It's annoying, but it's nowhere near as annoying as that fight. What you got, Krinoa?
Now is the time. We need your power.
One thing that bothered me with Super, and it continues to bother me to this day, is they make it abundantly clear that they can't sense Beerus unless you're Super Saiyan God, because he's a god and you can't sense god energy. And yet Goku has never had a problem locking on to any of the Kais.
Is this a
King
dream?
Kai,
What's going
Supreme
on?
Kai,
We
etc.
have been revived from Netherworld. It was
And
hell.
they are explicitly gods. Now, granted, in American they're not really considered gods, but they certainly are in Japanese, so what the fuck, dude?
I don't know who the heck you're talking about or what sort of...
And I mean, I don't have a problem with the concept of, oh, Beerus is, say, a higher god or a greater god, whereas the Kais and so on are lesser gods. I don't have a problem with that. It's just, I honestly think, and Akira Toriyama is known for this, that he forgot a lot of the shit that happened in Dragon Ball Z, and it just ran with it, you know? And to be fair, that's something he has done before. Like, you never see Raditz in Dragon Ball because he forgot Raditz even fucking existed. No.
I'll fight with you!
I mean, there's so much shit in Dragon Ball Z
Waiting for you.
that, or in Dragon Ball, that never made it to Dragon Ball Z simply because Toriyama fucking forgot. You know, like Launch. As I recall, she dropped off the face of the world because during the whole Frieza fiasco, he just kind of forgot she was a thing. You know? Never mind that she was a fairly major character in Dragon Ball. Not like battle winning, but she was at least as important as fucking Oolong and Puar, who, despite what you may think, were important, you know? They had their moments, they had their purposes they served. And for Toriyama to just forget Launch, you know, that's just, it's fucking stupid, you know? She actually played, for the supporting cast anyway, she played a fairly major role in the tournament arc. She's the one who always got them their front row seats. Because they're like, oh no, it's so crowded, we can't get to the front row. And Launch pulls out her fucking Uzi, he's like, I'll get us some seats. You know? And she does. I mean, when you get right down to it, she didn't play much of a role in Goku's life once he moved out of Roshi's house. But in terms of the supporting cast, you know, Bulma, Roshi, Puar, Oolong, Chaozu, and yes, he's a fighter, but he's a fucking supporting cast because he's won exactly one fight in his history, and that was against Goldo. And technically, since that was filler, it never happened to most people. You know. So that's just a thing. I don't think this is gonna hit him, but I also don't care. Oh, hi, Cell. Didn't realize you were over here. But, so yeah, I think Toriyama just forgot a lot of shit. Like, he basically forgot Majin Buu. I mean, there was very good reasons in GT that Buu was never a factor. Because A, most of the Baby Saga and the first saga, let's call them... I know in American it's like the Lost Saga or something like that. Let's call them the Dragon Ball Saga and the Baby Saga. Just that first half of GT. The Dragon Ball Saga took place entirely off of Earth, so Buu obviously wasn't a factor. In the Baby Saga, Buu actually did play a role, but he didn't play a fighting role. Oob stepped up when Goku wasn't around, and he fought Baby because that's what he trained for. Goku trained him to be the new protector of Earth, and he took that seriously. You know? And Buu only stepped in to refuse with Oob and give him back his power. But the thing is, Oob, despite having been Buu, is not Buu, so he doesn't have Buu's, let's call it rubber immortality, where you can't kill him unless you absolutely obliterate him in one shot, you know? Oob never had that. He's incredibly powerful, but he's not immortal like Buu was. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing again.
Spirit. I am perfect in
But
every
when you get to
way.
GT, or not GT, and even then, Baby was so powerful that Goku had to go beyond Super Saiyan 3, which is a form that can fight Buu blow for blow, so Baby was more powerful. But Buu had absolutely no effect on Beerus. I mean, watching Buu try to fight Beerus is kind of like watching Goten try to fight Omega Shenron. You know, he's so out of his league, it's not even funny, and I think that does an incredible disservice to the character. You know? I mean, yes, every saga that features any of the characters from the saga before who were a villain, tone them down, but they're still a threat, you know? Like, for example, Frieza. In the Frieza saga, Vegeta was a factor. You know, he was insignificant when compared to Frieza, but to literally everyone else in the army, short of the Ginyu Force, Vegeta was a phenomenally powerful threat. I mean, only 3 people in the not in the Ginyu Force, in Frieza's whole army fought Vegeta blow for blow. Zarbon when he transformed the first time. Sorry, hiccups. The first time. Recoome, and Captain Ginyu himself. Everyone else went down. And even then, I'm pretty sure he whooped Ginyu's ass pretty badly on his own. Though I guarantee there was a point when Ginyu just said, fuck it, I'll let him beat this body up and take his, you know?
I'm sorry. I couldn't control myself.
Snap out of it, Gohan. Don't let the
So yeah, when he fought Frieza, he did arguably more damage than anyone short of Goku. You know, he was the one who took it to Form 1, and for a while he was the only one who could fight Form 4 until Frieza revealed, hey, I'm just fucking with you, you're not even remotely in my league, you know? And then he killed him. During the Android Saga, Frieza came back, and everyone was literally shitting themselves with terror. Because like, oh my god, Frieza, we're not powerful enough to fight him. We weren't powerful enough to fight him before, and he's stronger now. Oh my god, and Goku's not here, what are we gonna do? And then Trunks showed up, and smooshed him, and then you find out, oh, by the way, there are these androids who make me look like a joke, you know? But still, they paid lip service to Frieza being this phenomenally powerful menace. And of course, Cell, when Cell first appeared, 16 was a match for him, you know? Until he transformed, and then it's like, well, fuck you. And I'm pretty sure they stated that at least tacitly that 16 was more powerful than 17, who was more powerful than 18. You know? But when Boo rolled around, they're like, oh, Deborah's as strong as Cell was, you know, and then Majin Buu eats Deborah. And so on, you know, I mean, they paid lip service. But then fucking Beerus comes along, and there's not even a fight. I mean, granted, there wasn't a fight with Frieza when Trunks came into the scene, but there was a fight between Cell and 16, at least at first. Oops, did that wrong again. And Deborah put up a decent struggle against friggin' Boo, until Boo realized, yeah, I'm made of magic, you know. And the other difference is that the characters eventually overcame Vegeta, they overcame Frieza, they overcame Cell, they overcame Boo. No one overcame Beerus.
What the heck was that for?
Beerus decided he was done and he went home.
I'm gonna
And I can't confirm this, but to the best of my knowledge, they have yet, throughout, I want to say 100 episodes, I don't know.
Just keep attacking him.
I know they're starting some kind of universe tournament arc. You know, I don't know how far into it they are, but at this point, that's what they're doing, to the best of my knowledge, just to show you how far behind I am. And I'm talking Japanese, not English. English, we're still on Beerus, I think. That is Battle of Gods. But, to the best of my knowledge, they're still not on Beerus' level. Now, although there is some episodes that have made me sorely tempted to look at the Japanese, just because. But I probably won't, because when I watch a sub, and I will watch them, I just don't prefer it. That's something my sister used to, like, oh, I don't hate things, I just don't prefer them. I've never liked that phrase. It just sounds so half-assed and weak, you know? It just sounds like your refusal to commit your emotions. But, yeah. I'm not a fan. Generally, what makes me watch a sub is 90% of the time it's because there either isn't likely to be a dub anytime soon, like within a year or so, or I don't think there ever will be. Like Ushio and Tora. I watched that because I love that series, but I don't think we're getting a dub anytime soon. Not of the new one. Monster Musume, well, I've heard we're getting a dub, but I've also heard it's by a shitty company, and by then I'd already seen it. And I didn't think at the time that we'd ever get the dub, so. And another example I've been watching is Attack on Titan, and that's that other category of... I was watching Flaming Shark do reactions to it, and he watches it in Japanese. And he's a little bit ahead of where I am, which normally I just wait until my episodes came out and then watch his. Except, I was up to episode 5 in English. He did episodes 4, 5, 6, and 7 as one video. So, I'm like, well, I could stop halfway, or I could just say fuck it and watch what he's watching. Which is what I chose to do. But yeah, very rarely will I watch a dub like that. I mean, I can be patient. I'm not invested enough in Super to skip ahead, you know what I mean? At least not yet. The time may very soon come, like, let's say, when, I think Goku Black is the first thing that pops up after Resurrection F, but I could be wrong. But let's say that's the case, I could get to Goku Black only to discover, oh my god, this is great, I have to watch what's next, even though I know a lot of how it works. Because I've read TV tropes, and there's some shit you just can't avoid, especially when you watch Team 4-Star and they've been watching. You're like, oh my god, he did this. I'm like, spoilers.
Yes.
I don't know why I popped out the Valley Girl voice, but it seemed appropriate. At least as appropriate as the Valley Girl voice ever is. I think the reason I love it is because it's not appropriate. But anyway, let's fight Mr. Demigra.
All right. Things have finally calmed down.
Yay.
Don't worry
Oh,
about
that's right, you
us.
were there.
I'll
I
get
forgot
the
you were
bad
there
guys,
because you
no sweat.
died.
And I'll make everything right with the Namekian Dragon Balls.
See, I don't mind doing this because when Goku dies,
I'll
I
leave
keep fighting.
Demigra to you.
When Bardock dies,
Don't worry.
game over. Start
I'll
again.
catch up with you soon.
You know. I'm almost done with Skinner. I'm almost done with Skinner. For the record, after I finish Skinner, I'm going to do the last Kyrix video, which I made a couple changes to the character's outfit, power set. Well, not power set, but his Z-Soul for that. Then I'll do Bubblegum, then I'll finish the whole game with Cellus. And that'll be my way of having fun. Boom. Eat the bird.
At long last,
Speaking of eat the bird, I had some
the
chicken
hour of
strips
my
earlier.
ascension has arrived.
That's why I'm so full. Pokeball, go!
I did it! I'm finally free!
Congrats, dude. And of course, now I gotta fight future Trunks, because why not?
Welcome back.
I really hate how he spec'd his stats here, where it's just...
Seems you're late.
Granted, he's even, so he's good at just about everything, but it's annoying because...
One that
Well, I don't have the energy to fucking spam attacks. I'm also a little unsure of how I spec Bubblegum. I'm probably gonna be really pissed. Because I basically maxed out his energy attacks, and then put the rest into basic attacks and energy. And when I say maxed out, I mean 100 rather than, say, 49 like I usually do.
Friends do my bidding now.
That's nice, don't care. Gonna whoop your ass.
Be careful. You're being controlled by Demigra's magic.
Supreme Kai of Time.
I know I've gone over this a couple times, but I'm still so disappointed that Demigra's not in any way playable. Not that I play. I've played, I think, exactly one non-custom character, and that was Super Saiyan 3 Goku, just to see if it would let me go Super Saiyan 3.
Isn't yours.
Do you know what happened?
Oh, I also did Gohan once. Again, that was the Teen Gohan that's already Super Saiyan that will go Super Saiyan 2. Just to do that, you know? Get my stand back. And I am skipping that repetitive cinematic with oh no! I'm gonna have to travel through time. Oh no! I'm gonna have to travel through time. Oh no! I've actually traveled through time, where it shows the same fucking thing 3 times. We'll watch it the last time, if it lets me do that. You know, after he goes through the scroll. Because, let's face facts, if you've watched this all the way through, first off, why? Second off, this is the 8th or 9th time you will have seen this. Because I think I did the story twice as Kyrix, and I've done it once as everyone else. So, you know the drill by now. And even if you haven't, I have, and I've done it more than that, because I've done a couple of these off-screen.
Such pain.
So I've probably seen that a couple dozen times.
Okay. Just hit me more.
Hurt me more!
Escape my mind control?
It's the
You got it, Gray Fox.
Demigra's magic. Don't worry. I need your help. Just keep it coming.
Jesus, Heat Dome attack. I still need to unlock that. That's one of those few techniques I still don't have. And it irks me that there's anything left in this game that I haven't finished. Blink.
Hush, little baby.
I'm a little disappointed that you didn't fall for that, Trunks.
Hush, little baby. Don't say a word.
Boom! You frozen. At this point, I don't know for sure. I was originally going to have... Oh, fuck, what's his name? Bubblegum's master be... Originally it was going to be Gohan and Videl, and he was going to look like a superhero. Then he was going to be Captain Ginyu, and he still might be. Now I'm kind of leaning towards Yamcha. I kind of want him to be mentored by Yamcha. Unless Yamcha's already on the list, and I don't think he is. For those unaware what the list is, I keep a checklist of who everyone's mentor was, so that I have a different one for each, you know, individual non-Kyrix character, because Kyrix did all of them.
Don't get cocky.
Oh, actually, there is one thing that will make me record Celeris out of order, meaning I'll do Celeris and then Bubblegum, and that is if I run into Goku first as a mentor. Because finding specific mentors is a pain in the ass, and I would really much rather, much rather use them when I find them. Like, if I find Goku, then use him. Here, get on the drawer. Come on, Loie. Good girl. Get it nuts. Good girl. Thanks, Cronulla.
Your magic won't work anymore. Give it up already!
Don't wanna.
Cheeky
Powerful.
little thing.
Isn't she, though? But she's so cute.
So, if it's a fight you want,
It's a
then
fight I'll
a
get.
fight you'll surely get! You shall now see the power of the Demon God!
The funny thing is,
His power is even greater than before.
And you're next, Supreme.
there's literally nothing stopping me from putting Skinner's episodes before Bubblegum and just releasing them in the order I record them in.
And despair!
Except for the fact that I already picked that order and I don't want to go back and reword everything or change the numbers in the descriptions. So, just laziness, really. You may notice that that's a trait that defines me, if I'm a pretty lazy guy. I made a joke with my friend that I wanted to find a TV show to watch to procrastinate on my recordings, because I am so lazy that playing video games and being sarcastic exhausts me.
I don't know either. It might be, I don't know.
And to be fair, certain times this game wears me out. Right now, I'm pretty energetic, so I don't see that happening.
Must be it. A Super Saiyan God. Curses!
Now, I know they won't, but I wouldn't mind seeing Demigra, for example, tossed into Dragon Ball Super. Or Mira and Toa. But I think they just live in the video games, and I don't just mean the Xenoverse series. Apparently they're in Dragon Ball Heroes as well. Oh, and Toa is also in Fusions. Mira? Yeah, Mira is too. Which I haven't played in a while, but it's a good game. I recommend it. Let me put it this way. It's definitely not a game I regret buying. And considering my limited income and what it usually takes to buy a game, that says a bit. That says quite a bit in my confidence level of it. But I'm like, yeah, this is a purchase I stand behind. And it is. Just like Pokemon Sun and Moon is a purchase I stand behind, despite the fact that up until this week I haven't touched it in like 4 months, you know? And that's mostly because I'm going to be going to the library next week to start playing some Pokemon with strangers, really.
I'm sorry. So, where's Toki Toki?
The jerk
rain
Demigra
poncho in my
swallowed him.
thing.
We have to get him out.
Where's your tail? Okay, good girl. Had to close my drawer and not smoosh the cat's tail. And she's black, and my lights are off, so I wanted to make sure it wasn't in line of fire. My aunt gave me this rain poncho the other day when she took me to get a job application.
Grab onto me!
Swoosh. Finish! What you got to say, Frieza?
Wonderful. Work like that brings glory to my name.
Brings glory to my channel. Time to skip some cutscenes. Because I'm not watching them forever. Because they're a pain in my ass. And it might skip the whole chunk, or it might skip them one at a time. And if it skips them one at a time, we'll watch the last one. And if it skips the chunk, then we'll just do this fight.
After
There we go.
everything is destroyed, I'll make a new history. My history!
What? What do you mean by that? What are you thinking?
I love that he goes 3. Just straight to 3. I love Super Saiyan 3. Almost as much as I love Super Saiyan 4. That being said, if I had any kind of power that I could transform in the games, I'd choose 3. I just like the way it looks aesthetically.
Stop!
Kind of want to find another DBZ mud, because that's how I started way back in the day. Just go Super Saiyan 3, be a fucking badass. Of course, now that they have, now that they have Super Saiyan God, you know, that would be in the muds and completely, oh, you're Super Saiyan 3, let me just go God and flick you even though your base power level's like a billion times mine. Yeah. Yeah, we know how this ends. I watched the middle one instead of the last. I'll keep that in mind for the other two.
What are you? What
Insert Final
in the world
Fantasy
are
joke
you?
here.
After that, how could you still be alive?
Well, allegedly he's human, but
You
I
want to
honestly don't know what
interfere,
was in
do
Skinner's
you?
head when he made this character.
I won't hold back then.
I don't remember. I was here when he did it, and he might have explained it, but damned if I can remember what it was.
I will defeat you!
And of course, I long since forgot it by the time I recorded this, because originally he was going to do
You
these.
shall rue
Which
the
would have
day.
saved me all of the time.
Erase your miserable life from history. When I'm through with you, you will have never existed.
Akira Toriyama really likes red-haired bad guys. It's just a thing. I mean, you got 16, who wasn't really a bad guy. Super Android 13.
Such limited lives dare defy a god? Know your place.
I forget who else, but I know there were more.
You fool.
I'm debating whether Bubblegum will have unlocked potential, or if he'll just have 2 supers. I might just give him 2 supers. Or 2 ultimates, rather. I'm getting a little bored of having to transform all the time.
Has ever escaped alive. And you are no exception. I won't leave a speck behind. I will erase you from this world.
That's nice, don't care.
Don't make trouble. I thank you. I thank you.
What? Impossible! How could anyone resist the demon god's power?
Easy. I'm more powerful than you. Which is fucked up because he's just a human. Not a Saiyan, not a Namek, not whatever the hell Frieza is, not a Majin. Just an ordinary human. Break his guard, break his guard. We'll do this the hard way if we have to. I'm a little weirded out that he hasn't done his strange teleport thing. Ah, there we go.
Don't get
There he goes. Finally. Good night. He only pulled his teleport off once, and he didn't even shake my lock. When the lock dropped, that was me trying to reestablish it, not realizing that he never lost it in the first place.
I do hope you will keep that up.
So that was probably my best Demigra fight. Not bad. Not bad at all, really. And of course, since I didn't need Goku, I get the good ending.
Damn you! Damn you!
I do love this ending. I mean, the Goku ending's kind of cool, but the good ending is so much better. I wish they'd at least done the Kamehameha in the voice. You know? Voiced cutscenes wouldn't be that hard to do, really. I really wish they had spared the expense.
Die, you maggots!
Don't give up! I know you're stronger. I can feel it.
Astral Goku.
You're hopeless. Utterly hopeless.
This is so much cooler based on the fact that he's a human.
You can't lose. Don't be a fool.
Just making it this far is amazing on its own.
It's gotta be like the third or fourth villain to die in this exact fucking manner, where he's just, oh no, as he just slowly crumbles into nothing. Then we accidentally kill Toki Toki, because that's a thing. It's Ho-Oh! Oh, I'm sorry, this is a cool bird. Yeah, I said it. Ho-Oh's fucking ugly. That's not how you do a phoenix. I'd rather have the Ranma phoenix than Ho-Oh. Get down, Rio. Not up there on the desk. Get on the drawer or nothing. Fist bump, Birdie. Well, fuck you too, right, Trunks?
Thank you for all your hard work. Seriously,
Good, I didn't even have to
can't
advance
thank
the
you
text.
enough.
This is awesome.
If I'm going to stop these bad guys, I need to keep patrolling as long as possible. The main threat has been taken care of. But if you'd like, maybe you could help us from time to time.
As long as
Thank
you don't
you,
make me
buddy.
look through those damn scrolls.
As far as partners go, I'll tell you, you're the only partner for me.
And Cronoa
sounds
ships
nice.
it, because of course she does.
Hey there! Are you interested in a little fight with me?
Not
I
here.
want to see your power. Show it to me. That sounds like fun.
No, Trunks. He said my power because he wants to be impressed. Not depressed. Oh, how could you be Vegeta's son?
Don't do it here. If you break the time vault, everything we've just gone through will be for nothing. We don't want that.
Oh,
You don't?
right. Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy, almost destroyed the fabric of reality. Just another day in the life of Goku. Oh, that's right. This keeps getting claimed. Here, let me... Wrong one. Let me just cut the music there. I keep wondering why only specific things. I'm like, why is this one getting claimed for Head Shala? It's because, well, this is why. I still get to listen to it though. Okay, I need to put this, say, over here. Yeah, da, 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 da. So I'd love to point out Taka's name in there, but I forgot what his actual name was. Oh well. We all know he's here. Tell you one thing, that fucking Dragon Ball grind was driving me nuts, though. It was so bad that I honestly considered just restarting Bubblegum from level 1 as possibly being faster than what I did, which was grind out all the Dragon Balls. The fact that that's even an idea shows you just what a colossal pain in the butt it is to do that. So yeah, that's another character's main story done, but don't change that dial yet. We still got Broly and GT ahead of us. Again. Because I'm trapped in Xenoverse hell. And there's nothing I can do about it. But remember, like I always say, crying is a free action. So, yeah. You know, part of me wants to skip the credits, but I'm like, no, they put the work in. They deserve to have it recognized. I mean, hell, if I had credits of my own, I would want at least one person to watch it once, you know? Not that I do a whole lot of paying attention after that first one, if I even paid attention in the first one, but the point is, I leave them in here because it's respectful. Now, with any luck, I will finish up all of Xenoverse before I go to bed. It's doable. It only takes me like 2-3 hours, I think, to do a full storyline. It's not a huge undertaking. It's tedious, if anything, so... Gonna finish doing what I do, and then we're just gonna go from there. Yeah, Flow, I assume that's how that's pronounced, that's how it's in English, but Flow has a couple really good songs that I've heard. I think they did, I think it was called Hero from Battle of Gods. Good song, love that song. Need to get that song again, put it on my MP3 player, listen to it while I ride for fucking 8 miles up to play HeroClix. Oh my god. That ride. I'm spared that ride for the next month though, because our judge is in Europe. So that's fun. I don't have to ride for 45 minutes one way. An hour and a half, 16 miles on a goddamn bike, just to play with little plastic men for 3 hours. What has my life become? See, I really wish I had awesome things to say about this game, but I've beaten it so many goddamn times. I need to stop doing this. Although, to be fair, this is something I started... back in 2015. Yeah, it's been 2 goddamn years. So, back when my channel was first doing its everyday broadcast all the time thing. I mean, I've always done the everyday broadcasting, but I mean, where I like pre-record shit and make sure it try to make sure it goes up. You know, when I was first starting that, I'm like, okay, let me get this shit ready. You know. I actually read that as Hemet Nope for a second there. But yeah, I decided, well, let me just drag this out for as long as possible to give myself time to record shit, not realizing that my procrastinating ass would drag this out, the actual recording, eating up time to record actual shit. Like, I should be working on Final Fantasy II and Suikoden 2 right now, but this is in the way. That being said, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'll have this whole thing knocked out. If nothing else, before nightfall. Because it's 2 in the morning on the 27th of May right now. So, with any luck, if I can keep on task by the 28th, I'll be done with Xenoverse. Kind of like how I was done with Undertale. I'm like, yes, I can set the game on fire now if I wanted to. Which I won't. Because I love this game. Cut the audio back in. Next. It's a good thing I was paying attention. Hi, Willow. Where'd you go? Oh, you're on the floor now. Okay.
It seems they defeated Demigra.
What on earth is he eating? A pear?
Oh, well, guess they didn't need me at all.
Indeed. It certainly wasn't worth staying awake for.
On the contrary, I'm curious about their power. I was actually looking forward to seeing a full display of their skills.
See, I don't know if he's referring to me in Trunks or just
Well, in that case,
genderless
you should be sure
pronouns
not to
for the main
oversleep next
character.
time.
Because he could be equally fascinated by Trunks, you know, a time traveler.
Thank you so much, Goku.
I should thank you instead. I haven't gotten that excited about something in a while.
Okay, come visit me again.
Sure.
It seems as though they've destroyed you, my creation.
Not enough power. I need more. I need more energy.
That's right. We'll leave this place and collect more power. And there we can regroup and try again. But we mustn't give up. We'll be back to exact our revenge upon our transgressors.
Yes,
and
we
I know
will.
that next time you will annihilate all of them. Because you are truly my greatest masterpiece, Mira.
That doesn't speak much for your work, sweetie. Doesn't speak much at all.
Just wait. Soon we'll return to crush those who stood in our way.
Sad thing is, you could literally remove Mira from this story and change absolutely nothing. Except that I would have 3 less fights. That's the only thing that would really change.
Time Patrol candidates! Let's do a little spar.
Oh, that fucking grin.
This is overdoing it!
There goes Toki Toki.
Well, for the time being, we have to work together.
I gotta wonder if there is a Xenoverse 2 for the PS3 now. Because I have the option to upload my save data, which I imagine is for Xenoverse 2. Because there's been a couple times, like, oh, there's no Attack on Titan for PS3, and then I go on the PlayStation Store, it's like, hey, you want Attack on Titan for PS3? Yes? But I can't rent it. Anyway, see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.